It's Ballbusters Comedy, so sit back and be nice. Check in on Facebook, get happy hour price. Buy one item minimum and never pay a cover. Playing pool is free when the show is finally over. We have a special show tonight with Robert, Mitch, and Duncan. A podcast live with this panel with a certain function. Ears to hear and mouths to speak and brains to get in sync with. They craft their words like poetry, they're very cunning linguists. We come in here to Players Club to see a funny show. We invite our friends and family as people we don't know. If you get offended and think that it's too crass, there's the fucking door, don't let it hit you in the ass. Alright. And now, live from Players Billiards Club, it's the Ballbusters Comedy Showcase with hosts from the #1 podcast, according to a survey at Johnson Middle School, from the Cappuccino Cunnilingus podcast, your co-hosts this evening, Robert and Mitch, and their guest this evening, the Scotch tape that holds the Brevard County's comedy scene together, your host, Duncan Jay.
Oh, there we go. There's a switch on the mic because we're stupid. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? I just took over the podcast. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say hi to the live audience and stuff like that. You got an intro that you guys want to do or anything like that?
No, this is Rob and Mitch. We're live with Cappuccino Cunnilingus, episode 11. Give it up.
Yeah, episode 11.
I wanted to make this number 10, but we decided to do a Clerks commentary last week just off the cuff. So if anybody
we got bumped for a Clerks commentary.
Yeah.
That's like 8 years too late, isn't it?
20. Some would argue 20.
Well, I was going with Clerks too. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
All right. How's everybody feeling tonight? Good? Everybody's good? Come on, Players Club. You got to do better tonight. Got to do better tonight. All right. There you go. For those of you, can I just set it up what the show is, kind of?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So for those of you that don't know, tonight is kind of a special night. Not only are we taping this live podcast, but we're also doing something a little bit different. For those of the comics in the audience, you know already, we had topics written up last week, and some of them we added and stuff like that, that you guys came in before the show, drew 5 cards, and wrote an entire set list based on whatever you picked out of the bucket. Now, it's kind of like, if you've ever heard the podcast Kill Tony, it's very similar to that, where you get up, you do your set, and then we're going to kind of critique it. But it's also mixed with a show called Set List, if you've ever seen that online, where they have no idea what they're going to do their set about, and then it just pops up, and they improv the whole thing, okay? So it's very similar. That being said, are we ready to get started? Or we just want to jump right into it?
Yeah, I think everybody's here that's supposed to be here, so let's get this started. Do you want to do our first intro?
Yeah, this first comic coming to the stage, not to be confused with the Spanish supermodel that wears only underwear in every internet photo I've ever seen, because I Googled the guy's name to try to get a photo cred, and that's what came up, Spanish porn. Put your hands together for the one, the only Mr. Juan Bettencourt!
Do I like shake your hand like we usually do, or what does this work? We don't know.
Let's make it awkward as fuck.
Why not? I mean, you're behind me as I'm speaking. This is great.
We just wanted to check out your ass, that's it.
There's not much to check out. Like you said, I don't really do porn that much anymore. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, let's get it going for the podcast here. Cappuccino Cunnilingus. You know, I actually had to Google what Cunnilingus was. I thought I knew what it was, because I'm all...
And that's why you're single.
Oh, hold up a second. I was sure it was about eating vagina, but I didn't want to just drop that on everybody, like, yeah, kind of like, and then it'd be like, it's actually about reading. And it'd be like, oh, man. So I decided to, on my break at work, to Google it, and then I had to explain why. So your business card savings. I was like, I'm not lying. It's called Cappuccino Cunnilingus. Check it out. Like, oh, okay, you're not a pervert. That's
Kinda.
So I got these 5 topics beforehand. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do much with them. There's no punchline to that, I just want to tell you how shitty this is gonna be right now. So pay attention, because they're gonna just critique me afterwards. It's like a really mean version of American Idol. And I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be Simon Cowell. And it's gonna be you, buddy, because you have a great mustache. Just because of that. Anytime, anytime. So anything I could come up with was meeting your heroes. That was the first card I got. And that's when I figured out, when I met my hero, it was Jason David Frank. He was a Green Ranger. Oh, nobody. Yeah. That's when I was like, wow, that's my hero, huh? I gotta get my priorities straight. And then I started doing comedy, so you know, that's how that goes. Sassy, arrogant technology. That is my sassy/arrogant. So technology can be sassy or arrogant. That's fine. And I think he was talking about hoverboards, because nothing makes you look like more of a douchebag than standing on one of those. You have one, don't you, man? Of course you don't. Neither do I. Camping. I'm Puerto Rican. We don't camp. It's called Daddy lost his job, and now we're outside, so we're pretending we're camping. Thank you for bringing up my childhood, you piece of shit. TV/movie/book spoilers. Has anybody in here seen The Sixth Sense? Bruce Willis is a ghost. Tough shit. If you haven't seen it, you most likely haven't seen Clerks either, so tune into last week's and watch that shit as well. And then get out of the fucking rock you're living under. Family secrets. Nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, we have a gay son that does comedy, but... Oh, it's not me, you sons of bitches. I don't do comedy. And again, meeting your hero. So those are my 5 cards. Right. And that is literally it.
Don't go anywhere.
I get to get ripped on stage.
Oh yeah, you get to stand there while we do this. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys start.
Yeah,
That's right. Say it to my face.
I was kind of astonished that you didn't actually do material. You just kind of took the topic and just ripped on it. But it's difficult. I know, coming up and just doing something is with not that much preparation time and everything. So I kind of understand where you're coming from, but just doing something real quick like that. So yeah, I get where you're coming from, and that I'd probably do the same thing.
Well, if we're being honest, I thought I was just going to go into a set afterwards. I was like, I'm just going to do these for a second and then go into a set. So that's on me. But that's right. Not bad.
Listen, it's tough being the first at anything. You know what I mean? And this, you obviously, everybody else gets to learn from your mistakes.
I do get corn. I know about how hard it is to go first. I got you.
Yeah. It's hard to come first. It's easier to initiate it.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Mustachio.
I enjoyed your material, man. I have no
Closer. You have to be deeper in the mic.
I have no qualms with your material. I enjoyed it. I laughed multiple times, so I got it.
So you're the nice judge. All right, he's the nice.
That's the Paula.
Paula. That's who it was. Wait, Randy. No, Randy was the one that was like.
It's gonna be
it was cool,
Yo, you were a little pitchy dog, but other than that, I'll be Simon. I hated it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, obviously, you just picked them up and stuff like that. I think if I had gotten those with your hero one, I would have elaborated a little bit on actually meeting him, whether maybe joked on the con that you were at when you met him, or joked on the people that were actually sitting there in front of you or something like that. There's a lot of material there that you could have gone into and stuff like that. Family secrets, you literally could have made up fucking anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could have gone anywhere with that. What were the other topics? I forgot.
Camping.
Camping. No, I like the way you twisted the camping to make it, about Puerto Ricans don't do that shit. That just means dad lost a job or robbed somebody. We got to move to the next fucking town. That was good. The other one was what, Camping Hero.
TV and book and something else. TV, movie, book, spoilers.
Sassy technology.
Sassy technology.
Sassy technology, yeah.
I mean, you could have done again anything with that. You could have gone from like, I don't even have a sassy technology. I can't afford it, because I'm Puerto Rican and we don't camp. We tied it all together. I don't know, but you did. I mean, for the first, going first, taking the bullet, biting the bullet, instead of the pillow anymore. You did a good job. One more time, everybody. Clap it up for Juan Betancourt, everybody. Let him hear it. All right, guys, we're gonna keep the show rolling. You guys ready for more?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, this next comic coming to the stage drove all the way here from Daytona Beach. So put your hands together and help me welcome Joe Lovelace, everybody. Let him hear it. Joe Lovelace.
Wow, I feel like I'm in a silent movie. It's Lovechi, by the way. Oh my God. I'll blame you. All right, I'm Joe. How you guys doing? All right, I got my cards. First card is Star Wars. I guess you've all seen the new Star Wars movie by now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was pretty upset when Spock died. Yeah, Star Wars. Actually, I saw the first Star Wars when it first came out in 1977. And actually, a lot hasn't changed since then. I was alone then, and I'm alone now. I have a card for superheroes. All right? Y'all ever seen that television show, The Flash? Yeah, The Flash, the fastest man alive, right? I just have a question. How does the fastest man alive keep getting beat up? Right? I mean, all he has to do is like run real fast behind somebody and knock him on the head. Instead, he runs at supersonic speed right into the fist. So a few months ago, maybe like 6 months ago, we had Batman Day. That was pretty cool, right? But really, don't all superheroes matter? I mean, isn't that just promoting Joker violence? There's another show called Supergirl. Has anybody seen that program?
Yeah.
Supergirl? Yeah, she wears that big S on her chest. Thank you. Yeah, my S is down here. Yeah, that's not an S, right? That's the symbol for hope, okay? On Krypton, which just goes to show, with all their advanced technology, Kryptonians can't fucking spell. Why do you think Krypton blew up? They thought water was spelled G-A-S. I don't understand. Why isn't this working? Another card. Politicians and their supporters. All right? Ted Cruz said that we should treat poor people the same way we treat dogs. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, they're already eating cat food. Michigan passed a law making it sodomy and oral sex illegal. This is true. Immediately they had to seal off all their borders after everyone in the state was arrested. Philadelphia is closing 23 public schools so it can build, how much is that? A $400 million prison. Or as Philadelphia calls it, rape school. All right, let's talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump's, one of his top spokesperson got in trouble because she called the president half-breed. Yeah, she didn't know the proper term was mudblood. The same spokesman got into trouble when she called President Obama the head Negro. And that just pissed Kanye West off. Trump also said that people should watch their neighbors and report any suspicious activity. He also said he didn't like the way the dog was looking at him. Yeah, that's the punchline. And at one point, you remember when Hillary was at one of the debates and she had to go pee, and they made a big deal about it, that she had to pee? I don't know if you remember that. Well, Donald Trump thought that was normal because I want to pee every time I see him speak. All right, I need to work on that one. Rand Paul, who is no longer running for president, said that college was like heroin. I don't know what he meant, but I guess that means what? Community college is like methadone? I have one about period sex.
Yes.
Hey, if I'm going to drink Clamato juice, I can buy it at the store, okay? Period sex is just another day I don't have sex, okay? Look, I met a lady who was an alcoholic, so she said she didn't drink alcohol. That's when I realized I must be a sexaholic, because I never get laid. We can talk about sex for a while. It's not period sex, but I can talk about sex. Does that fit? No, no good.
If it's material you already got, go to the next.
Go to the next one. Guy walks into a bar. Well, usually I would do this like, guy, pick out a topic and I'll tell you what he does when he walks into a bar.
Masturbation.
No, a thing, a person. A thing or a person walks into a bar.
A Jew.
A Jew walks into the bar. Okay. 99 Jews walk into a bar. I have nothing for that. That's tough, man. Jews. All right, how my time?
All right, give him a big round of applause, everybody. Clap it up for Joe.
Tell me on that last one, dude.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Stay there, man. We'll start with. I'm taking over your podcast. You guys.
Nah, dude, you're adding to it. This would be just bad if it was just the two of us.
I concur.
He clams up, and I talk way too much.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So we'll start with him then.
I'm just gonna do a slow clap because I enjoyed all of that.
Thank you.
He really is Paula, everybody. He is.
All right. We're all good.
No, I was really glad that you didn't do anything with the really one hacky joke that you picked out. I'm really glad that you just decided not to do anything with that. I also picked up that you're a huge nerd, and I respect you for that. So being the only person that actually picked up that Supergirl joke, I'm so glad that you took that one and ran with it. Star Wars, I mean, you know, almost everything in that bucket is like ambiguous and just easy enough for somebody to make something of it. So yeah, it was great, and I'm assuming that you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Just how long have you been doing comedy?
About 9 months.
9 months. Yeah.
Really? Just 9 months? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Let me ask you this: how much was any of that material stuff you've used before?
A couple of things.
Okay. Yeah. No. Which ones? I just
Political stuff mostly.
The political stuff. I got that because it was actually some of it was kind of polished, and that's okay. That's fine. That's what this exercise is about. You know, working in and out, whatever you do. I liked a lot of it. I actually, when I saw you coming up here, and we've talked before.
Yeah.
I've never really seen your set when we talked before, and a couple of times you've thrown some stuff out, so I kind of half expected some like dad humor, like one-liner, like pun type shit, like going on. You surprised me. That's what I'm saying. You did good.
I kind of picked that up with the Star Wars, like the dad humor with that. Like,
yeah, with
the first one.
Yeah, we're there for the first one. But no, that was good. That was good stuff. It was solid. I think the political stuff was good. I like the Star Wars stuff. I like the superhero stuff. Work on your Jew humor, dude. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Write some more about Jews, Adolf. Anyways, other than that, I thought it was really good. Clap it up for Joe, everybody. Give another big round of applause, everybody.
All right, everybody. Your next comic coming to the stage is going to literally blow you away. He is not a terrorist, but he is from the Middle East. He's actually from Egypt. Give it up for the one and only Mohammed Waba, everybody.
Thank you. So how are you, everybody? Just a quick story. When you posted Cappuccino Cunnilingus, whatever it is, because I don't speak English, I went to my manager and told him, I have a show today in a podcast called Cappuccino, and this word that I don't know what does it mean. And he looked at it, and what he did was real weird. He he took his cup of coffee and looked at me. He went, "This is what it means." Fucking Eric. Anyway, so I got some cards here, and my name is, as he said, Muhammad. My first card is religion. So, so my people kill other people for fun, and when they don't believe in what they say, and I don't know. You all know that, so I'll not talk about that. But I'll talk about something that has religion and porn. I was watching porn someday, and like just regular porn. I had like doing what people do when they watch porn, and there was this girl, and then the guy shooting her told her, "Hey, are you on birth control? Because they will just have like some fucking come inside me or some shit." And she said, "No, I am not." He was like, "Why?" She said, "That's against my religion." And that's when I jerked off out of laughter. Like, really? I was like, I'm done. Second card, virginity. What the fuck did this card? Yeah, exactly. I'm still a virgin because I can't do it. It's against my religion. So, I don't know like why men can say I lost my virginity, because actually when you do that you don't lose any shit. You just lose your dream that you would have been a better sex performer, but that's it. Like that's it. And the first time I lost my virginity, I also lost my girlfriend. Because actually I came even before we kissed. But it was a very nice feeling. I slept for a couple of days, so it was a very nice feeling. Third thing. That's Travis Allen losing his virginity. So, weird demands from criminals. Actually, I do that, but I'll tell you something very interesting. One day I was walking down, like when I was at school, and that guy, he had a black tie and a white shirt, and he was riding a bike. I didn't know what is that at that time. He stopped me and he was like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "No." He was like, "No, I have to talk to you. You look Muslim." So, okay, if you're FBI, I have nothing with any partial shit. I'm just studying in this function. I was like, no. I need to ask you something else. I was like, I have a school. Then he had a stick in his bike, or it was the whole bike or something. He was like, threatening me to hit me with something. Then I was like, okay, I'll listen to you. So, do you believe in John Smith? Who the fuck is John Smith? Yeah, and he hit me with the bike. That's fucking Mormon. Okay. Horrible weight loss routines. Okay, I'm fat. And actually, I know that I'm fat because every single girl that I sleep with, after I give her money, she says, "You are fucking fat." And I feel that I'm overpaying. So I need to lose weight, and I thought like the better way is actually to eat a lot of veggies, because they say that vegetables. I don't speak English, so I'm sorry guys. So I have to eat a lot of vegetables, and after I finished my big potato chips thingy, I eat vegetables, and I actually gained 5 pounds. That was shitty. Okay, anyways, my last one is Tinder. So nothing makes me feel more Egyptian as Tinder. Because I really feel that I'm in a fucking desert. I keep doing this. And nobody talks to me. No fucking person talks to me ever. At any fucking point in time. To the point that Taylor said, fuck you, there's no more girls. Like, there's no more girls around. Like, they just moved to another place, or like, I can't help you more than that. And then you have to pay money. You want to look for a man? You want to look for a man? So, yeah. I think that's it. I don't have any other
Keep it going
parts.
for
Yeah,
Muhammad
thank
Muhammad.
you, guys.
Let it air, let it air. Don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. All right, you
You
guys.
guys, some people.
I'll start this one.
Okay.
All right, first of all, good job. Clap it up for him again. Hey, guys.
No,
Very
thank
good.
you.
No, I really liked when you came up and you started off with the whole story about not knowing cunnilingus, because it really set everybody up for how much you were going to butcher the English language afterwards.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
But not only that, but I thought you were going to say you got written up and had to go to HR and shit like that. That would have been hilarious too. But no, I really liked it. I liked how you made each thing personalized. You know what I mean? You took it and you made it about the religion, the whole Mormon story and stuff like that. That was really good. I like how you personalized it. Good job.
Yeah, there's lots of workable material in there that you came up with within the last hour. You pretty much wrote a 5-minute set that you could use anywhere else, almost to the point where if you took some of your other stuff, I've heard you do stuff in Orlando and over here, just take some of what you have here tonight and work on it, refine it, and you have a good 5-minute set. You have something that will completely hit. So, anything else?
Thank you.
I agree, man. I like how elaborate you were with it.
Deep throat the mic.
I liked how elaborate you were.
Cunnilingus, the mic.
Yes.
I would say my only comment was I thought that your mouth was a little bit too close to the mic in the beginning, but then again,
Compared to yours is far away.
I keep my mouth far away from the mic, so I don't know shit, I guess.
Well, the way we normally do the podcast is I normally set it up on a desk, and we sit almost half a room away from the actual microphone, but it still picks us up. But and I know you're trying to get used to this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you have good mic control. You know how to kind of know how to work the stage to your advantage, and just focus on just really hitting home with your jokes. You have the ability to do something that most other comics don't. You have a foreign perspective, and not every comic has that perspective.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
One more
Thank you,
time,
guys.
everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, give it up one more time for Muhammad Waba, everybody. Next up, coming to the stage is one funny female. She is one of two funny females this evening. Give it up for the great Paige Pazanza, everybody.
Thanks, guys. All right, so you guys are Cappuccino Cunnilingus. I was really excited when I heard that because I knew there'd be no black guys here. All right, so we're gonna dive feet first into this one. My first card is bad nicknames for genitals. Daddy. The next one is being in a natural disaster. Florida. The next one is feminism. I actually wrote about feminism. I'm a feminist, so you can tell. I no makeup and no bra. Yeah, so I'm a feminist. So naturally I'm going to talk about the male ego. The male ego is very fragile. And I know this because, I do my hair in the morning. I do my makeup in the morning. I contour. That means I do really tricky things with very expensive makeup. Also, a guy will look at me and be like, hey, her face is kind of thin. I might want to fuck her. And it doesn't work. I also noticed that there's a lot of surgeries for women, like breast enhancement and vaginal reconstruction, but no guy gets dick enhancement surgery. Do you guys know that dick enhancement surgery is a thing?
Yes.
Exactly. Do you think if Hitler knew about dick enhancement surgery, the Holocaust would have happened? Probably. We are the worst. Have you ever hung out with a Jew for an hour? It's awful. Alright, that's feminism. Next we're going to talk about leggings, jeggings, and yoga pants. I'm going to section it off and just do yoga pants. So guys, you're welcome for yoga pants. So not only do women make less money than men, you also get to objectify us while we exercise or be lazy. So that's pretty cool. But men, you actually, we're actually on the same level in one thing. If you say you were raped like a woman, no one believes you. Those dark guys. We're gonna get dark, okay? There's red lights in a pool bar. Should have known this. That's yoga pants. Next one is parenting. It's the last one. I'm not a parent, obviously. I'm a smart person. I wear glasses. I have cats, so that's. I feel like that's good enough. I've got 3 cats. Like, I'm not gonna get a 4th cat. I believe that most parents are accidental parents. Like, I've never shown up at the ASPCA and been like, oh, there's all these cats in my arms. How'd they get here? I've never accidentally filled out adoption forms and accidentally paid money to take cats home. Like accidental parents. But in all honesty, like, I think most parents, they don't really, they're not smart people. Like, is it that hard to pull out or to swallow a pill every day or to, like, Google an abortion clinic? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. That's parenting. So I'm done. Thank you. Woo!
You go first, Mitch.
No, I love how dark you went. I'm
Thank
big fan
you.
of dark humor, so
I did wear
was
all
great.
black.
word, true shit. Yeah. Made up for the non-black people.
Where do I start?
At the beginning.
I'll start in the middle, just because you said that.
All right, Queen Tarantino.
The Hateful Eight was good. I don't know what you're talking about. It's kind of hard to say anything about women making more when we don't make anything from doing this.
Neither do I.
Well,
I actually make less than nothing.
Very true.
Because she actually buys drinks, unlike a lot of comics.
Yeah. Sorry, I needed a drink there. But I love how you embrace like the female perspective and are able to just grind really hard against the patriarchy, I guess is what I'm looking to say.
I learned it from gay guys. I'm really good at it.
That's good. That's it. I'll try it because I missed the first part of it because I really had to piss. But I'm pretty sure that I missed a lot of really dark shit. But I did walk in for, if you get raped, no one believes you. Which was, it's a harsh reality. I think there is something funny there. You gotta find it.
There was a whole joke.
There was a
whole thing.
Well, okay. Well, I think the whole audience felt the same way I did. Was like, did she fucking go there? But no, it's okay that you go there. It's just like, I always tell people, it's not what you say, it's how you say it and how you present it. Like you could, if you served a hot dog on a bun, that's one thing. That's a picnic. But if you take it and put drizzle some stuff on it and put some parsley on it, it's a fucking gourmet hot dog, and now you get charged $20 for it at a fucking stupid store. You know what I mean? So what I'm just saying is, think about how you're able to present it, because sometimes when you just throw something at somebody, people are like, whoa, what the fuck? But if you like, hey, look, they're like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying don't go there. I'm just saying find a way to finesse it, because if you really are looking to do like comedy, take it to the next level and do it in front of paying audiences and stuff like that, it's it's not necessarily that I'm saying you have to pander to the audience, but you have to cater to an audience. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I did like the ending though. That was really good stuff. I love how you like this. I mean, for lack of better terms, you're like this innocent, like little flower coming up on stage, and then people are like, "Whoa, shit."
Yeah, I just fucked a lot of guys.
There you go. One more time for Paige, everybody. Look at her. Fantastic job. Good job. All right. This next comic coming to the stage, very funny dude. I've seen him a couple of times. He's from Daytona Beach. He is, I think, the only African-American comic on the show. Put your hands together for Zoom, everybody. For a guy named Zoom, you're slow as fuck. Get over here.
Thank you. Pun intended. Zoom. Yeah, that's my name. Thanks for having me tonight. I drew some cards. Let's see. The first one we drew was fast food board games. Who the fuck writes these? Because underneath it says examples, McDonald's Monopoly. Last time I checked, that was the only fucking fast food board game. I work at Burger King. I ain't never seen Mediterranean in that bitch. Speaking of board games, yo, I've been trying to get Boardwalk for the longest. And for 25 fucking years, not one person got Boardwalk. And we still play that shit. You know what I mean? And don't tell me you don't play this shit because, you might order something regular that come with the stickers, but you get mad when you order something that don't come with the stickers and shit. Glad it's just not me. It's fucking crazy, man. Example, McDonald's board game. The next card I drew, conspiracy theories. Got a couple conspiracy theories and shit. Back in the day, I used to have a roommate, and he was trying to Google a recipe for General Tso's chicken. And I was like, there isn't a recipe out here for that. He's like, wow, because Chinese people are real secretive. You know what I'm saying? They don't want their recipes getting out and shit. So he decided to Google it, and I'm still trying to convince him, like, yo, this is a bad fucking idea. He's like, why? I was like, dude, don't you know they killed Bruce Lee over this shit for teaching people karate? Chinese people don't play. And he's like, oh yeah, they don't play. And he's like, yeah, imagine what they saw they did to Bruce Lee. They might kill every nigga on the planet for dishing out the secret recipe for General Tso's chicken. Yo, what I do with them cards? Oh, fuck. Conspiracy theories. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, man, you got 2 more, 3 more. Don't worry about it, dude. I'm still on stage. You know what I mean? Meaningless degrees and certs. I guess they're not talking about the breathmints. Guess they're talking about certificates. I own 2 meaningless fucking degrees. Yeah, me too. Which is kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, he's like, so what do you have? Everyone checks you when you tell, or when a black man says, yeah, I got degrees there. First question, what the fuck kind of degree you got, buddy? And I gotta, tell him, I got a BA and an AS, which is total BS. Especially in this working world if you're black. Like, this nigga can read, we can't hire him. No. He has too many qualifications. You're a little overqualified for this job. What the fuck does that mean? How are you overqualified for a job? That's like saying, fuck it, I had a good punch, but I forgot that shit. Meaningless degrees. Speaking about forgetting shit, I smoke a lot of weed. Yeah, true shit, marijuana. I ain't just freelancing up here. Like, this nigga is doing shit on his own time. It's kind of crazy, because I smoke a lot of weed. I realized everyone smokes weed. I realized that when Michael Phelps smoked weed. Guys, remember that? Everyone remembers because, you got to be a pretty great athlete to smoke weed and swim and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine how they convinced Mike to smoke. I can only imagine how that conversation went. Went something like this. Mike, you gotta try this shit, man. And Mike's like, no, man, I'm in the Olympics swimming, Ryan Locke, you know, world records, Beijing, all that, 20 gold medals, Mark Spitz, Greg Louganis. And, you know, dude, like, dude, I swear it's gonna help you, dude. Because, you know, weed smokers are the most, like, convincing of drug dealers and shit, you know what I mean? Like, Mike, I swear it's gonna make you better. And Mike's like, how, man? And his buddy's like, it's a water bong, Mike. It's gonna help you. Guys like that. Which I pulled the next card so you guys don't believe I'm just freelancing. Drugs and sports. I kind of did my drugs and sports joke, but fuck it. Just gotta freelance some shit now. Shout out to everybody back there talking during my set. I got one sports joke that I wanted to try out. Drugs and sports. I realized marijuana is the strongest drug in sports because you can't. Only Michael Phelps can smoke weed and do sports. Just think about it. You never hear any Jamaicans get interviewed after the game and shit. You know, like, hey man, so what happened, Bob? Yeah, man, we just threw the ball like this, like so, and everything came out good. Praise one God. That joke really fucking bomb, but that's all my time. Thanks.
We're go up and Zoom, everybody. Look at that, right there. Who wants to start?
How was it, fellas?
That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing comedy?
It's going on 7 years now, man.
7 years. It really does show. You got really refined stuff. Like when it came to the marijuana joke and everything like that, you delivered that right down the front line.
Thanks,
the only
sir.
thing I wanted to add to that is there's a couple of UFC fighters that smoke massive amounts of marijuana. They're called the Diaz brothers.
Yeah.
One of them runs marathons while he's high.
Yeah.
The other one swims to and from Alcatraz, the island. He's done it 5 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta add that to the bit.
Yeah, they drug tested him once, and he was so when they took his piss was so full of THC, he had to have been high while he was fighting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's this? Diaz brothers?
The Diaz brothers.
They're my new favorites. Fuck Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
That's one of them. The one beat.
Yeah.
McGregor, right?
Yeah.
Or one of
The older
them?
brother. Yeah, he beat Conor.
Oh man, I feel
Nate.
so left out now, man. I feel like because potheads gotta stick together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Support
them.
Support the community.
All right, Paula, what do you got?
I really liked your acronym play with the BAAS,
Yeah.
B and BS.
Yeah.
You took the conspiracy theory concept in a much different way than I expected, and I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
didn't expect Bruce Lee. That was really cool. I like that one.
Yeah. That's actually a bit that I should do more. You guys gave me more confidence.
That was actually, I was going to mention that bit too, the whole thing about the Chinese conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're like, they keep secrets, they're good at keeping secrets. I was going to be like, I mean, and this, don't take this the wrong way, but I half expect you to say something about the Colonel and his secret recipe, the secret 7 secret,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, fucking KFC, black people, you know what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
But no, overall, I mean, how much of that set was actually like stuff you had already done before? Just out of curiosity.
5 for 5.
5 for 5?
5 for
All right,
5.
so you already had those bits already set? Like you already had those written, but they just fit in with the fucking cards?
Right.
No, that's good. No, that's a sign. It's actually a sign of a good comic that you can pick up a card and go, okay, this relates to something I already got. Okay. That's really good, and that's kind of what the exercise was about. If you didn't have something for that card, that you could have written something. But you've been doing it 7 years, so you got a lot of topics, you got a lot of things under your belt, so that's really good.
Yeah.
And actually, that 7 years actually does show because you're very confident, like, okay, I got this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Duncan.
All right, another big round of applause for Zoom, everybody. Good job, man. Good job. All right, guys. Everybody having fun so far? Everybody enjoying this? Yes, even the people in the back that are checking out and having their own conversation and shit like that. You got plenty of seats up front. You guys want to come up here? We'll fuck with you while you're talking. No, I'm just messing with you guys. We're gonna keep the show rolling right now. You guys ready for more show? Let me hear everybody say hell yeah. Oh, Charlie, how you doing? Good to see you. This next comic coming to the stage is on the same team as Zoom. He's probably fucking high right now. Put your hands together for the one, the only, Mr. Jared Ebenezer Potter.
All right, ladies and gents. Everybody say one more time, say yeah. Yeah. Say yeah. Yeah. All right. I like this kind of shit where you can, pull cards and just kind of rip off shit. So I'm not gonna do it in the order that I did. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Jack. I'm gonna show you, pal. Playing board games with kids. Probably something like if I were to sit down and play checkers with that guy. Mr. in the green shirt. Playing board games with kids is super sweet at first. Oh yeah, I'm winning, motherfucker. And then towards the end, your patience wears thin and you start to lose. You don't know what the fuck's going on. All right, yeah. Oh, all right. There's another one. People that annoy you. People that annoy you. Women on ESPN. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, ladies. I apologize if you're upset, but either you show me your tits or you go home. I don't want to hear you talking about Adrian Peterson running 1,200 yards half the season's way through, and then he whoops his child's ass. I don't care. Have the ugliest motherfucker, have Sal Palantonio with his big ass yellow teeth tell me about this shit, because I don't want to hear a lady tell me, and then she goes home. She's hot to trot, but she's still got a squat. Oh, another thing that annoys you. Mints that make your breath smell bad. Mints that make your breath smell bad. Okay, you ever meet somebody after they, here's a soft mint. They give you one and you're like, alright. After you eat like a burrito, a hot sauce and shit. And then you start talking to them, you don't know if it's your breath or if it's their breath coming back at you. It's almost like you roll the window down and the shit comes back like a Bruce Lee kick and hits you in the face. I've been there. Okay, somehow I got the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know who the fuck wrote this card. The Rainbow Bridge. It's like if I were to slide down, I would find all three of these guys sitting at the end of it. With Muhammad Waba as the toll booth man. I've got a good coin. I have a good coin. Hey, people that annoy you, Muhammad Waba, you annoy me because you're the only person I ever met with a 5 o'clock shadow that is permanent. You can shave, and that shit still looks greasy as last Tuesday, like you haven't done shit with it. Alright. Oh, Game of Thrones. Woo! Woo! Yeah, woo! I don't got HBO or Showtime or where the fuck that comes. Woo! Game of Thrones. You know what Game of Thrones is? You want to hear the Game of Thrones, old man? Listen to this. No, this is, and where's my brother at? Kyle, raise your hand because you can testify. You can testify to this. Game of Thrones is when we were young. My dad would send us into the bathroom, trickery-wise. Hey, Jared. Hey, Kyle. First one to go get me the sports page out of the bathroom wins. So we run in there, busting ass. We get in there, next thing you know, the door closes, and we're stuck in there. And guess who was on the throne about 5 minutes before we went in there?
my dad, and when you say dragon breath, people say, oh no, take this shot. This shot's called dragon breath. You have no idea what dragon breath really is. Try going to get the sports page on a Sunday morning after your dad just ate eggs and bacon and hash browns and all that shit and try to smell dragon breath. Game of Thrones, that's what Game of Thrones is. And he was the king of Game of Thrones. Oh, okay, last one. Dick pics. Of course, I get all the good ones, right? Dick pics. Get this. This is another true story, right? Okay. One day, I'm up in Jacksonville and I'm sleeping. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. And I hear my phone go, boop. And I see it. And it's a random number and it has, it says multimedia message. So it's a picture. And I'm still sleeping. Boop, boop, boop. Text after text after text. And I go, what the fuck is this? And I open it up. And it's this black dude standing in the mirror taking a picture of his fucking wanker swing. And he goes, happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby. And mind you, I had just switched my number, right? So I'm getting, text from 62-year-old ladies like, happy birthday, Jerry. And I'm like, don't think anything of it. But 9 o'clock in the morning, this motherfucker was just fresh out the shower going, oh yeah, she gonna be happy. No, I text, wrong fucking number. Wrong number. And get this, about 25 minutes later, after he was probably like, fuck. Damn it. He says, my bad, man. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Jared. Have a good one.
Jared Potter, everybody. Let it hear. All right, don't go anywhere, Ebenezer. Don't go anywhere. All right, you want to start? Let Paula start. Go ahead.
I also have never watched Game of Thrones, so I like how you took that like in a different angle. I appreciate that. And that's my main key point. Yeah.
How much time? I saw you came in earlier, but how much time did you have to prepare for the set?
I mean, in between all of it, I don't know, like 30 minutes.
How long have you been doing comedy? It's pretty solid, like what you came up with in that short amount of time. Like if you had more time, I'm sure there would have been a lot more, like driven a lot harder and like driven more towards, just a style where you're not trying to rush through and trying to see, what you can make work as opposed to what you feel would actually work the best.
I like how you took a lot of it and made it like personal stuff, like you told a story about your dad and stuff like that. It was really good. Anytime you can take a thing and make it personal and like make it like something that actually happened in your life, it's always going to be a good bit. It's something you can actually, instead of just using it tonight and then throwing it away, you can actually use it and like write on it and like, elaborate on it and just find details that, you know what I'm saying, you could actually refine the whole joke and make a bit that stands, you know what I'm saying? You can use it over and over again. So it's really good. Clap it up one more time for Jared, everybody. Let it hear. All right, guys, we'll keep the show rolling because we're running a little behind, so we're going to keep it going right now. Put your hands together right now for this next comic coming to the stage, Mr. Riley Fallon, everybody. Riley Fallon, let him hear it.
What's going on? How's everyone doing? All right, having a good time? Hanging in there? All right. I wanted to take a minute and announce that I am starting my own podcast called Cappuccino Fellatio, and we're going to be starting next week. It'll be great. What's going on, guys? How you doing? So my first card here, it just says T-Rex with long arms. It's a mad scientist's wet dream. It's terrifying because what can stop them? That was the only thing they had against them. Was like, okay, they're giant killers, but they only got this. You reach that out to there, they're grabbing everything. Yeah. God. It's a bad idea. Next card is gingers. We got gingers. The only 3 acceptable gingers are Ron Weasley, Amy Pond from Doctor Who, and Ginger Spice from the Spice Girls. And all, yeah, we know. Tell me what you want. All right. Keeping it going. Traveling abroad. I've not done much of that. The furthest I've ever been out of Florida was my family and I. We packed up the van and we took a long trip up 95 to the Virginia, and so I've never even left the South. But like traveling abroad as a phrase has always sounded really weird to me. Like it's always sounded like an old-timey way to say like you banged a girl. Like I traveled that broad the other day. Ooh, yeah, this one. When you get caught stroking it. Which I guess means masturbation. I've actually never been caught because I have parents polite enough to knock, but I have my internet search history was found out one time on the family computer. This was back before I knew search history existed. And so there was a whole big lecture, like the family got together and discussed it. And then the next day, because I still didn't know about internet search history, we had to have the same conversation all over again. Found out real quick after that. And then my last card here is only 90s kids will remember, and which is one of my favorite memes. But what I love even more of that is like the ones that make fun of it. Like it'll be like someone dying of cholera, and it's like only 1920s kids remember, or like the Black Death and only 1,300 kids, or like arrowheads and only like 10,000 BC kids remember. But what's really sad is like this year is going to be the 15th anniversary of 9/11, which means that like sophomores in high school were just being born, which means that really not for 9/11 only 90s kids are going to remember it. And yeah, not with a bang, but a whimper.
Give it up. Keep it going for Riley, everybody. Let it hear it. Let it hear it. I'll start with this one. I think considering that the amount of time, because you came in a little bit late, the amount of time that you had, really good stuff, quality stuff. I liked the whole the gender stuff was good. I like that. I like how you just kept it bam, bam, bam. There's a lot of stuff there that you can actually take and elaborate on and making some more material and stuff like that. I like the 90s kid thing and with the whole with 9/11 because actually the next comic coming up has no recollection of 9/11 because that's how fucking young she is. But I think he did really well. I think he did a good job.
Thanks.
Good job.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the same comment that Duncan made. You have such solid material with what you had written there. If you took it and worked it harder and worked it more, you'd be able to actually make a longer set out of most of that. And if you're consistent and want to work harder at that, you can start getting on to do more sets with like longer times and stuff.
Right. Cool.
Absolutely. The only thing I have in addition to that is I appreciate that with the 90s comment, you went to like the 20s and the BC and all that shit. I thought that was a good approach.
Thanks. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I think we're great.
All right. Thanks.
One more time, everybody. Loudly Fowler. Let him hear it.
All right, everybody. Give it up for the Yerka Circus real quick. We forgot to shout them out earlier.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, they've been doing Ballbusters intros and outros and stuff like that since how long? How long have they been doing it?
Like 6 months now? Almost a year now. Has it been that long?
Almost, yeah.
Holy shit. Clap it up one more time. Yerka Circus, everybody.
Your next comic coming to the stage is the second female comedian of the evening. We will treat her as 100% of a person as opposed to 70%. Give it up for Mia Faith Hammond, everybody.
Hello, Players Club. So, my 3 topics tonight are zebra sex, hangnails, and Jewish lap dances. I mean, I could have gotten topics that were a little less related than that, but that's okay. Do you guys see the connection there? You guys see the connection, right? You guys don't see the connection between... Okay. Wow, I didn't know you guys were sheeple. You guys need to wake up and rub the bureaucracy out of your eyes. Listen up, because Papa Hammond is going to teach you a lesson. Players Club. I know you wanted these specific topics picked from me tonight. I know why. Here's the first topic: zebra sex. It's black and white. It's black and white. It's black and white. Until sex is introduced into the equation, and then it's gray. It's non-linear. It's PC. I see what you're doing, Players Club, and I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not going to assimilate. I'm not assimilating. I'm not going to be part of your blueprint, plan of a blueprint, Players Club. Second topic, hangnails. I see what you were trying to do there. You almost tricked me, but I know what you're doing, Players Club. Hangnails, hang from your nails, the torture mechanism used by Obama and his clan of PC teetotalers. Well, guess what? I saw exactly what you're doing. You guys see you're starting to see the connection, right? Second topic, third topic, counting. Jewish lap dances. As if lap dancing wasn't passive-aggressive enough. Jewish lap dances. And we all know who the master of Jewish lap dances is. Monica Lewinsky, ladies and gentlemen. Monica Lewinsky. We all know it. It's the truth. We all know the facts. You tried to trick me, Players Club, but I know the facts. I looked them up. And guess what? Players Club. Guess what? One second. Oh yeah. You guys know exactly why Monica Lewinsky is a household name. You know what she did back in the 90s? She loved zebra porn. That's a fact. It all comes together. It's full circle. Nice try, Players Club.
Mia Hammond, everybody. What are we doing? You gotta go there. That was her nice way of dropping the mic. She was so fucking polite about it. She's like, I'm gonna think that we put it down.
I'm just polite.
Sorry. One more time for Mia Hammond, everybody. What are we doing? You guys go ahead. You first? All right. First of all, full disclosure, all right. Mia got here at about 6:30 this evening.
6:37, yeah.
6:37 to be exact.
Okay.
I thought you
were trying to pull.
Oh, calm your tits, all right? She's legal now, I can say that. Anyways.
Makes it not rude.
No, it's totally rude, but you dress like a boy. What the fuck does it matter? Anyways. You dress like a boy, I'm gonna treat you like a fucking boy. Anyway, no, but seriously, she got here around 6:30, and the bucket wasn't out yet, so she wasn't able to pick topics. So she started writing her own. So picking random fucking topics like zebra sex and fucking hangnails, and tying it all together with Monica fucking Lewinsky, which she doesn't remember 9/11, but she Googled Monica Lewinsky. Fucking brilliant. I love it.
Thank you.
No, good job. No, good job. First of all, really good stuff. I mean, especially considering you just wrote that shit today, and I like how you presented it as like fucking, just like a rally. You know what I mean? You got your fucking fatigues on. You're just like, rah, feminist, fucking burn your bras and shit like that. It was fucking great.
Thank you.
Big round of applause for me.
Yeah. Criticize me. Do it.
No, just because you said it, no.
Sweet.
Hey, you still got one more over here.
I like that you went with 3 topics instead of 5.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty special in that way.
Yeah, coming up with your own stuff it's hard to just initiate something right off the bat and start writing from it. I'm assuming that's difficult for most people just because when I write, I have such severe writer's block. I can't do anything. So being able to do that from my perspective, it says a lot about what kind of comedian you are and how committed you are to the bit, and just, you know, being able to come out and do exactly what you did. It says a lot for where you could go from here.
Thank you.
Duncan?
Am I done?
Yeah, no. Good job. One more time. Yeah, good job. This next guy, guys, this next comic coming to the stage, very funny dude. I've worked with him many times. Also coming from Daytona Beach. Put your hands together for Jack Napier, everybody. Jack Napier, let it hear it.
What's up, guys? This is fun. Duncan, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Guys, nice to be on here. All right, so let's see what we got here. Mommy and daddy issues. I got a lot of mommy issues. Like she's probably the reason I can't keep a girl around for more than a week unless I use saran wrap. And then she'll keep in the fridge for like 6 or 7. Yeah, we're going dark. What else we got? Yeah, the first time I lost my virginity, like I have a Jewish mother, she's very controlling, you know, like the first time I lost my virginity, I didn't have music playing. It was just my mother in the background screaming, "Hey, you're doing it wrong." And me shouting back, "Mom, stop. How do I strangle a hooker wrong?" Yeah, man, she was Jewish, it sucked. She was cheap, that was like her Jew power, you know? And it was horrible because she never bought me batteries, you know? Like, she would buy me toys but never batteries. So, like, I have too many memories of sitting around with friends playing Operation on the Honor System. That was horrible. Next card. My first date. I don't remember my first date ever, but, like, I did run into her a couple weeks ago. She came up to me and she's like, "Hey, Jack, it's me, Jess. Don't you remember we dated in high school?" And I said, "I don't know, jog my memory. Smear your makeup and scream the words, 'Oh, God, no, you're hurting me. Dear God, no.'" Yeah, I don't remember my first date. I remember I went on a first date recently. It was horrible. I took her out to sushi, right? And midway through, she got really serious. You know, she glanced up from her spicy tuna roll. She brushed her hair from her face and looked me in the eyes. And she said those 3 words that every guy hates hearing on a first date. You know, she's like, "I have children." I never saw her again. But a friend of mine told me that recently that she found out that she has cancer. And I was like, wow, you know, I really dodged that bullet. I won't even sleep with a black girl because she wears a wig. Next, do's and don'ts of relationships. I think we need to start showing our crazy a little bit earlier in relationships, you know? Like, one girl I dated, you know, waited 2 years to find out that I pictured Hulk Hogan's face on her body when we fucked. By that time it was too late. She already said "I love you." There was no backing out. Don't let your girlfriend be your best friend, guys. Because eventually you're going to need help getting that couch back down the 3 flights of stairs you brought it up to begin with. You know, like, it's like, when a girl comes to you and says she wants to be your best friend, just go all in with it. You know what I mean? Like, just go all in. When you're out, just point out every attractive female you see. You know, sometimes for no reason at all, just punch her in the fucking arm. Like, after an argument, call her up and talk about what a bitch she was. Because that's what best friends do. Ex stories. Yeah, I was engaged for a while. You know, we broke up because honestly, towards the end, she started to feel more like my sister. You know, like every time I tried to fuck her, she would just scream no and push me off. Oh man. Yeah, me and my ex, we still keep in touch, man. We're very close. We still care about each other. I think the only difference now is that we say "I love ya" and not "I love you." You know, because saying "I love you" to an ex is kind of like putting a hard R on the N-word. It's like, as long as you throw an A at the end, you're good. She called me up the other day. She's like, hey, how do I change a tire? I said, why? Does it have a drinking problem and not paying enough attention to you? Oh, man. Last card, cats and dogs. I got really lucky with this one. Cats and dogs. When I was a kid, I didn't do really well with women. You know, my mom called me, actually, she called me doing that peanut butter thing with the dog. We all on board here? Yeah? Okay, yeah, it was rough because, like, we didn't own a dog growing up. So I had to borrow my neighbor's collie. And that's weird because whenever I picture myself fucking a dog, it's always something majestic like a greyhound or something. Anyway, so I'm in the living room going to town, right? And what happens when my mom comes home from work early? She steps through the door and just looks at me and screams, Jack, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to put the peanut butter on your balls. So that's my dog story, and that's the end of my set.
All right, keep it going for Jack Napier, everybody. Let him hear it. Good shit. I'll let you guys start.
How long have you been doing comedy? Because that set was perfect. That was
a year and a half.
Yeah,
pretty much to the date.
Wow.
I keep track of that shit.
Today's your comedy birthday?
No, it was a year and a half was April 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got that shit, man.
How much of this stuff have you worked on like before?
Honestly, most of it was I got lucky with the card pick, man.
I recognized a few of the bits.
Yeah, there was some new stuff that I tried out maybe once before, but most of it was pretty worked out.
Yeah, it sounded very solid, but I don't really have much to critique. It was very well delivered, and just overall, you were confident and were just well versed in what you were talking about. So.
I love how dark you went. I appreciate that shit. And the best friend bit was hilarious. I enjoyed that. That would be how it realistically would happen if you did shoot it that way. So
I still have conversations with my ex sometimes. I'm not gonna let her listen to this for the simple fact that almost everybody is ripped on Jews tonight, and she's Jewish.
I'm
well,
Jewish
so is
too.
he. He's allowed to do it.
Half Jewish. I don't practice.
He's only half Jewish, so he can do the jokes. One more time for Jack, everybody. Let him hear it. I will tell you this. I recognized a few of the bits. Like I said, it sounded good. I could, because I've seen you before, I could tell the ones that were kind of new and stuff like that as you're working it. But overall, I mean, it was good. You put it in a good order. And again, you're dark. You're like you and Paige would make the darkest fucking show ever. Between you and her both talking about rape. So, yeah. One more time for Jack Napier, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Guys, we got like 3 comics left. You guys got it in you? Let's hear it. Come on, make some noise. Make some noise. All right.
Your next comic coming to the stage has been doing comedy for quite a long time now. Give it up for Jay Alvarez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Members of the jury. I feel like I should be wearing a tie with my tattoos covered up and a crying widow in the back. I don't know why the widow's there. I had nothing to do with it. She's just there in my head. So my parents are trying to spice up their sex life? Which I shouldn't know. That's not a comfortable conversation to ever have. They're just really forthcoming when I ask how they're doing. Because they're lonely. How do you have that conversation? How do you approach that? As a comic, I did the only thing I could think to do. I asked myself, WWJD, what would Jerry Seinfeld do? So I did the only thing I could think of. I put my dad in the car. We went for coffee. Not because I wanted to give him coffee. I was just hoping he would induce a bowel movement long enough for him to go away, and then I could troll go through my phone trolling for Instagram models. Because I'm totally willing to put my dad's digestive health in risk just to, I don't know, jerk it off to some chick who wants to show me her boobs. That was a pity laugh. Fuck all of you.
That was much better.
Thanks. Because fuck Instagram models, right? I mean, let's be real. Like, that's just, they are the, Instagram models today are what the anti-smokers were in the 90s. Just the most miserable, useless pieces of shit who thought they had something to share with the world. But we all heard it before. Just this little twat muffin wants to show me her boobs that she barely understands yet. But they're fun to jerk it to. Prince died. Duh. I have a story with Prince. I actually met him once. And what was cool is that he is a tiny, tiny, tiny man. And I mean, like, he was like, what Cat Williams is now, he was in the 80s. He's just like a tiny person. Like, before he was Prince, there have got to be women that fucked him simply for the I fucked a midget story. Just a tiny dude. Everybody was mad. There was a big rush because he died and there were no half masks. Trust me, there were plenty of half masks for Prince. I'm straight. I always keep a half mask for Prince. Out of respect. How am I doing on time? Pretty good. I'm Hispanic, so obviously I get PTSD around flip-flops. I get real jumpy around beaches, you know what I mean? Like, chick, 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 ah! I always said if you want peace in the barrios, you want to take the guns away from all the cops, arm them with flip-flops. And a really motherly demeanor, you know what I mean? Like you gotta get that scowl right, you know, like just hold the flip-flop with that look, like, oh shit. I don't know about you, I drop my gun for flip-flops, that's it. Like, I can have a gun to your head, and if you pull out a flip-flop, I'm dropping, oh, dude, I'm sorry, man, please don't use it. We were talking about PTSD with some friends, and one of them was like, yeah, dude, I totally get that same way with ringtones. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, no, like when you have an ex and you know, when you're dating someone, you assign them a ringtone, but then you break up and you don't hear from them for a while until like 6 months later you hear that ringtone again, and all these emotions and shit come running back. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand that. Because see, with my ex-wife, her ringtone is the Imperial March. But the thing is, that was her ringtone when we were married. Which is awesome, because now whenever I watch Star Wars, I always end up with a hate boner. Alright guys, I'm Jay Alvarez, that's my time.
Let him hear it, everybody. Jay Alvarez.
I have to say, that is an excellent mustache, sir. And any heathen who calls it a mustache, fuck them, they're not worth your time.
I really don't have much to say about that.
That's like most of my relationships.
No, I was happy with it.
Oh, that's the difference. Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad that you didn't announce like this is the next topic. This is what I'm doing. I'm glad that you just took what you had and rolled with it. Like I meticulously like wrote down a couple of these and was like thinking through the process of, all right, how would this one work? How would this work with this one? When a lot of these were coming through, and I'm glad that you were able to take them and just work them into just any old bit. And it wasn't just any old bit; it was something that you put a good amount of work into, and
it was seamless. I mean, you really put it together to where it looked like it was a prepared set. And I'm looking at your cards, and obviously, you know, you had those topics in there, and you did, you know, with the whole thing, that you did what it was supposed to do. Good job.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Jerry Seinfeld bit, and just to add on to the Instagram models, I think the only thing worse than Instagram models are online Instagram trainers.
Well, then put that on the fucking card next time, and I'll do something about it.
I think he was trying to tag it for you, like give you more if you wanted to run with the Instagram.
They were all tags you
Stop
provided.
attacking Paula. Jesus Christ, he's the nice one.
It's mustache envy. That's all it is.
It was between Instagram models, people who vape, and people who do CrossFit.
Oh, they're all the worst.
Yeah,
all of them.
Okay. And vegans, like that was another one up there.
One more time for Jay Alvarez, everybody. Let him hear it. Listen, guys, we got 2 comics left. Hang in there. I know the audience. I know you guys are tired, and it's going a little bit longer than we expected. But that's, you know, it's a brand new show, so fuck all y'all. All right. This next comic comes to the stage. Another guy who drove all the way here from Daytona Beach just to be with you 5 people.
put your hands together for Ian Perna, everybody. What are we doing?
Well, it looks like I made it in the comedy world. We got a lot of famous people in the audience. Everybody give it up for Mr. Ray Romano. We've got either a very handsome man or a very butch lesbian. Is that a vest you're wearing over there? We got white Aladdin. We got a keyboard player. Where the fuck do you guys find a keyboard player? That's awesome, dude. You want to follow me around while I'm at work? Dun, 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 dun. Want to buy a used car? All right, enough from you.
Yeah.
So,
Story of my life.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I got a lot of racist cards that I picked. We won't get into the racism until the middle, so let's start it off easy, right? My first card says dangerous sex positions. Now, this isn't bullshit, and it's not a part of my normal set, but I actually had a run-in with a girl that wanted to try a very dangerous sex position. She was like, "Hey, baby, let's do the reverse cowgirl." I was like, "Fuck you!"
But not with.
That's a cowboy. You get it? Did I not deliver that right? Get it? Because it's the reverse of a cowgirl. Fuck you, Aladdin. All right, next card. A TV character crush. Now this is important to me because I learned a lot from Saved by the Bell. A lot. How old are you fuckers over there?
Old enough.
She raised one hand, so you're 0. Do you guys and a half? Did you guys watch Saved by the Bell? Yeah. All right. Every man in this room can identify this. Kelly Kapowski was my first celebrity crush. And this is how I know I was doomed in my romantic life. She was a whore. Do you guys remember what she did to Zach? She cheated on him with the manager of a fucking diner. Do you remember being fucking heartbroken when that shit happened? Man. I watched that shit, I was like, I fucking hate you, Mom. I mean, Kelly. Card accomplished. We're talking about 90s TV. It ties in perfect to this next card. Black Lives Matter. I think Black Lives Matter, but apparently most black people don't think they do. Because, do you guys ever, hey, pay attention, Aladdin. Black Lives Matter, just to catch you up. I think Black Lives Matter, but I don't think black people think they do. Because you remember Family Matters? Do you remember that shit? The youngest daughter, Judy, just disappeared. Nobody ever fucking looked for her. If that was a white kid, the media would have gotten involved. Yo, man, they're putting Harriet Tubman on the 20, but, like, they're not finding these lost kids. Another racist card that I got, man. Annoying stereotypes. All right, we're going to take it. Is there any black people in here? That's my friend. He's not black. He's from fucking Daytona. They're all the same color. It's just mud. Is that racist to Harry Potter fans, right? You fucking mudblood. So annoying stereotypes. I am an Italian American. Right on, right? And I'm very stereotyped against. Everybody thinks Italians are racist. And we're not. We try to be. We just don't have the hate that's involved in racism. Like, we tried as a community of Italians to come up with a racist, hurtful name for black people. The best we could come up with was Mullen Young. Muli. You ever hear Muli? Do you know what that means in Italian? It means eggplant. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather be called a tomato or a vegetable than a nigger. Was that too edgy? We dropped the M-bomb in this motherfucker. Next card. Alright, important family events. Man, I'm just going to win some fucking popularity points with this shit. Wait till I drop this shit.
So, in my family, now we're from New Jersey, so a lot of families in the South, they celebrate the Revolution, right? They go out and they reenact the Civil War. We don't do that in my family because that shit's old. Fuck the Revolution. So we reenact 9/11. My mom comes over, my grandparents come over, my Aunt Jen, she brings Jenga. And at the end, when Jenga falls over, we don't scream, Jenga! Because we honor this country. We just hold hands and go, we will never forget. I'm going straight to hell. All right, guys, let's look at it.
That's it. All right. Keep it going for Ian, everybody. Let him hear it. Let him hear it. I'll start this one. Good stuff. First of all, I like how you tied the first couple things into the 90s TV and stuff like that. Another one you could throw in there if you're going to keep that joke about the Family Matters and the. No, it's good. You could also throw in the how they just switched moms on Fresh Prince with not even fucking saying shit, right? Right, to a lighter skin chick, right? Like they just fucking, what the fuck, Aunt Viv? Fuck off. You're not Aunt Viv. I know Aunt Viv. She's like 3 shades darker. Go fuck yourself.
She looks like Storm from the original X-Men.
Right. So there's that. I like the 9/11 thing, sort of. And this is just a critique because I know a lot of comics.
Yeah.
And there's another comedian, the Angry Texan, actually has a very similar bit. Just a heads up.
Like, did he do what I did with the Civil War?
Well, no. It's the Jenga that put it together. But no. And I'll just do his bit real quick. I'll paraphrase it. Basically, he talks about he was playing a board game with his girl. He brought out Battleship, and she got pissed off because it was fucking Pearl Harbor Day. How dare you? And he goes, well, you didn't get pissed off when we played Jenga on 9/11.
See, that's better than mine.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You should fucking throw that shit away.
Yeah. If it wasn't better, I'd be like, Jenga.
No, absolutely. I mean, I agree with you, but it is better. So fuck that shit.
I laughed into the microphone. That was funny.
Because now it's on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we go live. We go. This is a live stream, and then after all this, I take it, I edit it down, and I put it up on YouTube. So, all of 3 people will hear you say the N-word.
Good. Oh shit. I did say the N-word, didn't I?
Yeah.
Little bit.
Little bit.
You can't say
it. Just a little bit.
With the hard R too. Like a fucking pirate.
What part of New Jersey are you from?
I'm from Newark.
Oh,
It shows.
I'm from Trenton, and he's from.
I'm from like East Brunswick area.
Oh no shit, yeah man, I went to Ralph.
What do you guys need a fucking ride home? Just shut the fuck up. Who cares?
What exit?
7A.
Yeah.
No, just
Turnpike or Parkway?
Turnpike.
Yeah. You're from New York, that's right. You've been there. You live there, yeah. No, I don't have much to say about that. Just how long have you been doing comedy?
7 months. Duncan was around, one of my first shows. Yeah, 7 months.
Your stuff.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm supposed to tell people 5 years? No.
Beyond.
I had 7 months.
For 5 years, you suck.
Yeah, for 7 months, that was solid.
7 months, you're right where you need to be.
Oh,
5 years? 5 years, you're fucking horrible.
dude.
No, it was good. I liked it. And
That was mean. That shit's gonna hurt me later when I go home and think about it.
you get to listen to it later.
When you listen to the podcast, yeah.
Yeah. You can recall all this later.
Anything else? No, I was just I didn't know about the other comics bit, so I really enjoyed the 9/11.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
and every time that's when I love randomly looking at a clock and seeing 9/11. Lose my shit. I love that.
There aren't that many good 9/11 jokes.
No, and you know what? Like somebody had said something like that guy. Somebody made a 9/11 joke, but it had nothing to do with mine. Oh my bad. Sorry, Aladdin. That's all I have to say. Now that I'm not facing them.
All right, good. Give him another big round of applause for Ian, everybody. Let him hear it. Good job, brother. Good job. All right, guys, we got one last comic. Are you guys ready for one more? Are you ready for the close of this evening? I can't hear you. Clap your hands. Make some damn noise for this next guy. These guys are all the way from Satellite Beach. Put your hands together for the one, the only Mr. Kyle Potter! My man, Jay. Give it up for the Yerkes Circus. Come on. Putting in work for you. Nice to meet you guys. Kyle. Nice to meet you. I got some shitty cards, but I got some good ones, too. One of them... This is tall. Who was up here last? One of them was sports, which none of these three guys played behind me.
Go fuck
Maybe the two on the left were linemen at one point. This guy, you know he got jacked after high school. You know it. You can just see it in his face. He rock climbs now. I can tell by the shoulders. CrossFit.
Yes, he does.
I can tell. I know that face, man. So, one thing I want to get into before the cards is Jared's middle name is not Ebenezer. It's Alan. Okay? He's not that cool. My parents were not that high. Alright? Another thing I just wanted to touch on real quick was the last guy, he dropped the N-bomb, and I looked over at the token black guy in the room, and he's passed out.
That's why I did it.
Look at him. Someone's gonna have to wake that motherfucker up. Time to roll, son. Jack Nicholson bring you One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. How did you get here? Alright, let's go into the cards. Anybody seen that? I'm high, it's alright. Alright, let's start off with bizarre drink names, because I got off bartending and came here tonight. If it's something that crazy, just say what the fuck you want to drink, okay? Only say a bizarre drink name if it's cool, like a Lindsay Lohan, which is a red-headed slut with a little coke in it. It's good.
That is great. That was good. And I can say that. And okay, speaking of, where are the old ones? Where are the old ones?
Burn them because they're shitty.
No, they're not. They're over here.
Considering this is an audio podcast, I should probably say that Kyle's running around the room looking for the drink list.
Bizarre drink names. I noticed this at one point in my life. Get this, okay? The last four on here of the shot list. Redheaded Sister, 8-Ball, BJ, Surfer on Acid. That sounds like a Deep South soap opera, doesn't it? Romance novel. My redheaded sister snorted an 8-Ball and gave a BJ to a surfer on acid. Bizarre drink names, that's where it's at. Alright, so that was one of them. This one worked out perfect. Born and raised in Florida, and I get Florida man crimes. Now, being born and raised in Florida, I looked these up on my phone while I was sitting here, and the other people were telling good jokes, which I was paying attention to also, okay? But came across these. Vero Beach woman pulls gun, poops in kitchen after finding husband cheating. Guy gets arrested masturbating while driving. I thought these things were normal. Yeah, that guy's crazy as fuck, you know? Does that not happen in other states? This one, stealing 166 manhole covers. And then right below it, this guy stole an entire driveway, which you would think only happens in Florida, but it actually happened in Louisiana and Vermont, surprisingly. I don't know why. Truly Florida crimes. If you guys want to go out and give it a go, you look like you're ready to have some fun, man. Not much time left. This guy got arrested riding his beach cruiser down the beach naked. It's a new way that's a Florida way of streaking right there. Fondling a manatee. Fondling an alligator, if you feeling, up to the task. Fondling a Mickey Mouse. That is, also known as fondling a Mexican. Alright, well, that's Florida man crimes, On to the next one, which is prom pictures. Now, senior prom, right? We was with a big group. We were taking a limo, right? And we were all inside, and all the girls were outside. We were getting ready to go take pictures. And I went out there early, and they were all lined up, taking pictures, right? Big line of girls, like 18. So I got right in the middle. Took a picture with me and the line of girls. And in the future, when my grandson gets to that age where he watches American Pie and he says, does prom mean you have sex with the girl after? I'm going to say yes. And I want to show him the picture of me and all the girls, and he's going to say, which one did you take? And I'm going to look him in the eye and I'm going to say, all of them. Yeah, the last one. He's going to say, but that means all of them. All right, hey, I'm Kyle Potter. You guys have a great night.
Get up for Kyle Potter, everybody. Let him hear it. Let him hear it.
All right, man. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, dude. Yeah, he did a great job. You guys go ahead and start.
I think your drink bit was on point, and I love the amount of research that you brought in for the main premise. I thought it was great.
On the podcast, we did a live show at a comic book convention about a month ago, and we did a little segment about Florida man crimes. And surprisingly enough, you put more effort and research into it than we did. So thank you for that. You're making us look bad. Other than that, I really liked everything you did. Everything was really good. And how long have you been doing comedy? I asked everybody this question, but
yeah,
Since last
year and a half.
Year and a few months in.
Year and 5 months. Yeah. Almost May, right? I'm going to say for the amount of time that you had, because you came in like really, really late, the amount of time that you had to do the topics and the fact that you were, your brother picked them and shit like that, I think you did really, really well with what you had to work with. I think the Florida man stuff, I think you can really take that and elaborate more on it. The whole, 166 manhole covers, like what's he fucking building? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questions, like, how did he get away with it? Like, all this, kind of like that bit I do about the guy that used to shit on cars. Yeah, and, I mean, it's a great crime that has so many questions that are unanswered, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you looked it up and you got all the research and stuff for it, I think you did a really good job, man. And the drink stuff was great, too, the whole story thing with the list and everything like that. I think the Lindsay Lohan was hilarious. That fucking, it's a redheaded slut with a little bit of coke in it. Fucking brilliant, you know what I mean? Come up with a couple more like that. I think you fucking, you nail it, man. All right? One more time, everybody. Let him hear it. Kyle Potter, everybody. Now listen up. Did you guys enjoy this? Did you guys have fun with this? All right, because we're gonna start doing this kind of like once a month type thing. I think the next one's gonna have a fewer comics on it because I think those ran a little bit long. I know that you guys stuck around in the back. Thank you, appreciate it. You had your own intermission at times, but thank you. We appreciate you.
Very much for staying.
You guys for right here, table 1 right there, or table 14, whatever the fuck table it is. Thank you guys for coming and sticking around. Thank you comics who didn't even go up, coming out and supporting, and guys that did go up, sticking around. Thank you Zoom for waking up for the end of the show. Appreciate you. Thank you, Yorka Circus, clap it up for them. Give a big round of applause to your bartenders in the back. Make sure you tip them. Applause does not pay the fucking rent. They tried, okay? Doesn't work. Put your hands together for these guys right here. Mitch and Rob from the podcast, Cappuccino Cunnilingus. You guys got any final words?
Just wanted to give a shout out. This video, I'm gonna do some editing with this. The video should be up Thursday, Friday morning at the latest. So if you want to give it a view, subscribe to the channel or anything, you can search us on YouTube. Just type in Cappuccino Cunnilingus. You'll be able to find it easily.
And go ahead.
I just wanted to thank everybody for investing the time in us. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, especially the comics that didn't actually have a set and coming out tonight. Thank you guys for coming out. You will be next, hopefully.
And the other thing is, just one last thing I want to say, guys. We do this each and every Tuesday night here at Players Billiards Club. And for those of you guys, the 3 people listening to the podcast, that's 1935 Aurora Road in Melbourne. If you guys really enjoyed it, all I ask is that you tell your friends and bring them back next week. It's a different show each week. If you didn't like the show for any reason, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up and not say anything about it, okay? Guys, thank you very much. Good night. God bless. That is our show.
Thank you, Duncan.